I just really would like to thank our crowd here tonight. Whether it's our amazing student section, and I know a lot of them camped out. Waited in a long line this morning to be at the game. I've credited them a number of times. I'm glad they were able to see a win here tonight. Their energy is amazing, and just the energy in the building. I can't imagine a better home court this weekend than the one we just experienced. And I just would really like to thank the crowd, from our team, from me, our staff. It's just the Cintas Center is just an incredible place, and it was at its best, I thought, here tonight. We really overcame a lot of different plays and just times in the game where maybe our team wasn't at our best, especially in the first half, and played through those moments. And I thought we put together a really good second half, which is great to see. And when you play the schedule that we've played, sometimes that's the byproduct of playing that schedule. You can become hardened, battle-tested. You can kind of fight through things maybe a little easier, just simply because the last 4 or 5 games we've played have been like that. And I thought Portland and that experience really helped us win the game today. But, when you play against Huggs' team, whether it's at UC, Kansas State, now at West Virginia, it just takes an amazing amount of energy and will. He's the best I've ever seen at just getting a group of guys to play it really, really hard. And so it was a test that we passed, thrilled with the win. And also I think our team needs a week off. I know who we play the next game, but the next few days will benefit tremendously from, not having to play a game.
Sean, on Tuesday, you sat up there and you talked about defensively. You felt like you're soft, that your team is soft. And for the last 8 or so minutes tonight, I think West Virginia scored 9 points. And it may have been the best stretch defensively that you guys have had in a game so far this year. What changed down the stretch there?
I don't know if anything changed. I will tell you this. I thought Jerome Hunter had a lot to do with that. When you can go to your bench and you can have a player like him really accept his role. Jerome is just athletically talented. He's tall, long. And when he was in the game, he did a really good job defensively, and I thought in some ways changed the trajectory of the way the game was going. He guarded a perimeter player. He guarded a couple of their bigger forwards and did a very, very good job. So that would be one thing. And then, the second part is I thought our guys had more fight down the stretch. I'll also tell you there were moments in tonight's game that we weren't very good on defense. We still have a long way to go, but I guess to my earlier point, it's good to see us be able to fight through that, overcome it. Like you said, the last 8 minutes of the game really play at a very high level, and we had a number of guys do that.
You mentioned those moments in the game, and there were a few occasions where your face is turning different shades of red down there, and you were clearly not happy. How proud of you of the way your team continued to answer that call, and then in those final 4 to 6 minutes really secure this win?
No, it's our best win of the season, obviously. It was an important game for our team, and our crowd was amazing. We fed off of our crowd. But the guys, we as a group did a great job of fighting to the end and, again, overcoming some segments of the game or plays in the game that didn't go in our favor. I thought the play before halftime could have easily changed the outcome. We were holding the ball for the last shot. That became Sule's third foul. So we didn't start him in the second half. You don't want your point guard to have 3 fouls to begin the second half. And it was a turnover that allowed them to go up 7 points on the last play. Again, being able to bounce back from that, fight through that, it's great to see. Sometimes that part of the game is just as important as playing good defense or making shots.
And how much of that, Sean, is about composure, keeping your composure, and was that part of your message at halftime?
I don't think it was as composure as much as just having that inner fight. Second and third effort plays, just playing harder, longer stretches. Jack Nunge in the second half was a completely different player. He impacted the game rebounding. You look at those numbers and you're just like, wow, Nunge had a terrific game. 17 points and 14 rebounds. I think if you would have judged Jack at halftime, he wasn't playing at the same level as he did in the second half. And again, when Jack plays the way he did in the second half, I think he's one of the best big guys in the country, and that's what we need from him. And we need that throughout the game. It was really, really good to see him play that way.
Sean, you guys obviously get Adam back tonight, and you've talked quite a bit about how big that is for your team. You seem to be really good tonight attacking the boards and crashing the boards for him. Can you kind of talk about how much that really gave your team a boost? Obviously, his scoring's always there, but to help on that part as well.
Yeah, I mean, AK is a very talented, smart offensive player. He's one of our best passers. He cuts. He knows the game. Clearly can make shots, and he's very confident. And we're on him to just continue to develop and be a better defensive player. But he's one of many guys down the stretch of the game. They were trying to post him up, and he didn't give in. He fronted the post. He was harder to score on. And maybe about a month ago, I don't know if he would have maybe answered that test as well as he did here tonight. But, yeah, we're a lot better team with AK, and it's great to have him back.
Obviously, the next one is the crosstown shootout. You talked in your opening presser when you came back to Xavier, how big that was. Can you talk about now that it's that week, kind of getting ready to prep for that and what that means to be back here?
Yeah, I mean, first we're going to enjoy this game, and, we don't play in that game until we have a week, right? So we have to have a great week to prepare. But, it's a big game. It's a big game for both schools. It's a big game for our fans, former players. It's a really big game for our team. And I think the responsibility that we all have is for us to be as prepared as we can be and be fearless in our approach towards, competing similar to what we did in the second half, and really have no regrets with our effort and our preparation. So that's what this week is going to be about.
Sule is 9 games in to his Xavier career. A new team, a new program, a new coach, playing up a level of competition from what he has been in the past. Can you put into perspective what he's been able to do so quickly and how valuable that is, how hard that is to do?
He's really, he's exceeded my expectations because it usually takes the month of November and sometimes even towards Christmas for any new player to settle in. But his attitude is amazing. He's really an unselfish person. I think we all felt that this summer when he was here in the fall. But the one stat that I know translates, if you get fouled playing basketball, like in a pickup game, it translates to a real game. And if you follow his career, he's always gotten fouled, and he shoots an incredible percentage from the line. And if you think about what he's done really well for us, it's what he's done. He gets to the line, he draws fouls, and he converts. And it's a real good weapon for our team because as we get in close games and he has the ball in his hands, both of those things really help you win.